So we're talking about Hasan Piker today. I gotta get stoned. Let's boogie.
Boy, do I have some stories to tell you. Holy moly. They're watching. Oh, the feds are watching. They're always watching. Feds are always like this, okay?
Why do you think that is, Hasan? Like, honestly, bro, why do you think that is?
Hey, now we know for real. I have a lot of interesting stories to tell you. Man, where do I begin? God damn.
Why don't you tell the German brothel story, Hasan? You know, the one that got shut down for sex trafficking minors? Why don't you tell that one? I really want to know that one.
Yesterday, I did not actually broadcast for some interesting news. Once again, pre-watch Piker struck again. I remember I was joking about like what I foresaw would potentially happen.
Yeah, who would have fucking thought that that would happen, bro? That you just start fucking talking shit and supporting terrorist groups and this shit would happen. Who would have fucking figured that?
What I foresaw would potentially happen as I entered the United States of America, and that thing that I foresaw happening actually ended up happening, and I'm obviously going to talk about it. For those of you who don't know, I was detained by Customs and Border Patrol.
Don't lie, bro. You got cavity searched. Don't fucking lie.
I was tactically ascertained and engaged in a kinetic situation where I was kinetically moved into a detention center.
You got yourself a kinetic ass whooping, dude.
Inside of the O'Hare Airport, which I will tell you all about in a second. Oh man, didn't pass the ocular pat down. I believe it was before the ocular pat down. It's the flight manifest that they get ahead of time. They knew who I was and they were ready to receive me.
Does nobody do phrasing anymore? Like, goddamn.
Let's just say, and it wasn't a very warm welcome. So what's happening? What's happening in Chicago? What the was that? You know, this is only my second time coming back here, and the first time I was here for the DNC got kicked out. Second time I couldn't even enter the state almost.
Bro, with the amount of shit you've been talking online, I'm surprised that your ass isn't in handcuffs right now. Like, for real. All you do is just spout off about terrorist support.
Definitely an interesting experience, let me tell you, okay? Our story begins at Paris's premier international airport.
Oh, everyone listen to the Nepo baby problems. Here we go.
Charles de Gaulle, okay? Now, I'm somewhat of an experienced traveler, and usually as an experienced traveler, I like to get to the Charles de Gaulle airport early.
I am still blown away that you can still call yourself a communist with all that money. And before you start coming at me and trying to defend this douche dick, he is filthy fucking rich. Like, and you know that he's not distributing his wealth. He's just the epitome of a grifter, and it's kind of sad that his followers can't see that, or they just choose to ignore it. Maybe I should become a communist. Still not going to support terrorism though.
Because I know, no disrespect to France, I love the country, but Charles de Gaulle Airport is one of the worst in Europe.
Never been there, so how would I know? I'm just, you know, like a poor peasant.
It's a major hub, but unfortunately, due to, I think, like a lack of interest from the managers of any of these companies, where they just refuse to hire additional people. And I feel like in France, you just have to always hire more people because everyone is doing work very slowly.
How your viewers find commonality to relate to you is fucking beyond me. You are one of the most unrelatable people that I've ever fucking heard of. It's gotta be the love for the extremist groups that fucking binds you guys together. Oh, and anti-Semitism.
Okay, it's just the pace that you have to adjust to, and therefore you have to hire more people. There's always like work stoppages and stuff like that, and the unions are relatively powerful, but the corporate overlords will literally punish travelers instead of meeting the actual demands of labor unions there.
Oh my fucking god, dude. Why are you always going off like your fucking life is a goddamn chapter out of 1984? Fucking no one believes you. No one does. Stop being a little fucking bitch. God.
So I've been in a situation where I've been like stuck in France and stuff. Like I had to do crazy maneuvering to get out.
What the hell does that even mean? Like, are you the Born Identity or some shit? By the way, Hasan Piker, Most normal people don't have to resort to shady tactics to get out of fucking foreign countries. So, what does that tell you about yourself?
So I knew that. And because I knew that, I was like, I'll go 3 hours early. It's something that I never do. Usually I'm actually very slow. But this time I was like, I'll go 3 hours early and everything will be fine. I was already worried that I was going to have issues coming into the country. I had joked about it already.
Yeah, because you've been peddling your anti-Semitic terrorist propaganda to your army of blue-haired followers, dude. Like, what did you think was gonna happen?
So I was like, at least on the one side, like leaving the country of France will not be that big of a problem. And boy, was I wrong.
I don't know why I find so much enjoyment out of this. I really don't.
Okay, boy, was I wrong. So I hit the triple Monty. I had like a generational run. There was massive traffic going in. When you actually drive into the airport, the person that's dropping you off has to get a gate ticket at the gate. The ticket actually didn't work.
Oh my god, can you imagine being this fucking driver? Bitch and complain, all while being in one of the world's most beautiful countries.
Like, so we were stuck in traffic with like other cars behind us. Like, my driver had to get out and be like, and wave people away from the gate so that we could actually get to a gate that worked, all this stuff, right? And I'm like, oh brother, here we go.
The universe fucking with him is making me very goddamn happy.
I mean, I'm flying business, so like I have sky priority.
What's the matter, Mr. Communist? First class to bourgeoisie for you?
So I'm thinking like, oh, at least I'll be able to get my luggage in on time. Barely made it to the check-in, okay? There was already issues with the check-in. Once I got through the check-in, I got hit at every single step.
Wake up, Hasan. Wake up, Why do you think that is? Because you're a terrorist supporter. You shill out propagandist bullshit all day, every day.
There's an automatic passport processor where you just kind of step into this room and then boop, doors open, you walk in, right? I wait in line. There's only one. None of the machines are working. Finally, I get to the machine that is working and the machine stops working. It just won't take my passport. It won't take my passport.
I got you a cool hat, Hasan, to match your sword. You know what I'm saying? But in all honesty, I mean, yeah, that sucks, bro. I'm sorry, but I just don't fucking care. Like, you're acting like you've never been inconvenienced before. Like, never had a shitty day. Oh well, can you please get on to like the interesting shit, like when the cops put on the gloves and stuff?
I was like, oh, here we go. So I had to go to an actual officer to let me through so I could get in. Then I got stuck behind classic old lady, okay? Old lady with a lot of bags.
Communist with Gucci bags.
With a lot of fluids. So then like she's taking her fluids out and like doing all this stuff at the security gate.
Everything that you just said made me feel so fucking uncomfortable, bro. God damn.
I'm stuck behind this person. I already took out all my electronics and stuff, but of course, lo and behold, boom, I get stopped at security after this old lady as well. The old lady with the bags of fluids, classic, she obviously was stopped, okay? She had to get GSR swabbed, all the and then of course, I also got stopped, had to get GSR swabbed, all of this because I have electronics on me.
Bro, you were literally going through a procedure that happens to everyone all the fucking time. Stop acting like they are out to get you. And if you haven't done anything bad, then why the fuck are you sweating so much, bro? At this point, I don't believe a fucking word that you're saying. And it's pretty obvious that you're just using this encounter to fearmonger to your viewers.
She obviously was stopped, okay? She had to get GSR swabbed, all the and then of course, I also got stopped, had to get GSR swabbed, all of this because I have electronics on me.
Well, mystery solved, case closed. Thank you all for, putting in your time and effort to solve this little mystery. Dipshit. This happens to everyone. Thank you.
And, I stopped there. Generational 3-hour run at Charles de Gaulle. And then afterwards, I get into the flight and I'm like, all right, finally. The flight was actually fantastic. I slept the entire time. I slept like a goddamn baby, slept the entire time. Didn't even eat on the flight, which is crazy.
God, this motherfucker just reminds me of a goddamn grown-ass man-child. You know that he can't even tie his shoes by himself.
There's never been a moment where It was like what, an 8-hour to 9-hour flight, and I didn't even eat. I slept the entire time on the flight.
Aw, little Hasan Piker was all tuckered out and shit.
Finally get into the United States of America, and at which point I'm like, all right, let's do it. I got global entry. This is going to be my first ever global entry entrance. Hopefully this will go smoothly. Okay,
They better be fucking 3 knuckles deep by the end of the story. God damn, you can rent, bro.
first time ever getting into global entry.
Yeah, this is my very first YouTube video, so I'm just gonna speed this shit up. You can fucking talk.
I got it after my brother yelled at me over and over again, telling me you gotta get global entry, whatever, right? I get to the global entry line and they're processing everybody expeditiously. You walk up, boom, immediately they take your photo of your face and you walk in and there's a customs person there, cop there, just basically waves you, okay? And they do that over and over again. It gets to me, take a photo, boom, walk in, instantly. The Customs and Border Patrol agent goes, "Step aside, sir." I was like, here we go, all right?
I absolutely love how he's telling this story like a little kid at school after like their parents got into a car accident or some shit. Like a minor fender bender.
She goes, "Step aside, sir. An agent will come and take you to another location." I was like, is that proper protocol? It's like, sometimes it happens.
Can anyone tell me what his target audience is? Like, who actually finds this shit entertaining? Because for the life of me, I can't fucking think of why anyone would sit through all of this bullshit.
And I was like, okay. And I knew at that point, I was like, okay, I'm texting like family. I'm like, this is happening. I'm texting my manager. You know, I was basically I got Lolo on. I was like, listen, you know, I'm going in. All right. I'm freaking going in.
You know that he was texting his manager to hide Frogan's cum-stained job. God, just the thought of that fucking bitch.
Who knows how long this will take? Who knows what will happen? I had already heard like horror stories from people. There was like that one girl on TikTok that had talked about this. And I thought to myself, all right, it's done. It's happening to me as well.
Fuck yeah, anecdotal evidence from TikTok? Sign me the fuck up, homeboy. And I have the slight suspicion that you were foaming at the fucking mouth thinking about this content.
It is what it is. You know, M is real high. I'm about to say M is real high multiple times to get these guys off my back. So I'm waiting in the corner. This Latina ICE agent comes up, picks me up, takes me to this detention center.
Excuse me. It's Latinx. Latinx? Whatever the fuck. You need to check your privilege, Hamas P. Diddy Piker.
I sit down, fluorescent light bulbs, the whole nine, okay? They have benches in the back of O'Hare Airport where there's like a detention area, okay? There's a detention area. I'm sitting there. There's like a bunch of terrified families, okay?
God, you're such a fucking slime ball. It's that pleading to emotion bullshit. Fucking no, there wasn't. I'm calling bullshit. I don't believe you. No one does. Fuck off. It's content creators like you that have driven such a deep divide in this country. You should honestly feel ashamed.
There's an old lady in a wheelchair.
3 blind nuns and a kitten with cancer. Were the TSA workers heel stepping like fucking Hitler Youth? Yeah, keep on spreading that bullshit to get that Twitch communist paycheck.
There's like a mom and daughter behind me. There's some like random dude in front of me. And the way it works is there's a back door, right? And they take your passport, they go to the back door. You don't know what the hell's going on in there, but they sometimes come out and they just say someone's name with their passport in their hands and they go, "You're clear to leave." Basically, when they bring you to the detention area, they, I guess, do some kind of surveillance on your background,
which in your case, P. Diddy Hamas Piker, would make fucking sense. You support terrorists. You support terrorism. You're a piece of fucking shit. Now I don't know about the other people, but for you, it's because you're a goddamn piece of shit.
To figure out if you are going to get harassed even further or if this level of harassment is fine.
Oh my sweet fucking Christ. You are the biggest pussy baby back bitch. God damn it. That isn't harassment. It's because of the shit that you say. It throws up red flags, man. Like, what the fuck do you expect?
Okay. And I asked and I looked around at all the passports that people had to see if there were other American citizens. And lo and behold, at least in the area that I was at, I was the only American citizen.
Oh, Osama bin Piker. Why do you think that is, buddy? Is it because normal United States citizens don't support terrorist groups like fucking Hamas and Hezbollah? Could it be because of that?
There was another guy that actually had an American passport as well, because I asked the terrified family behind me, I was like, hey guys, if you don't mind me asking, like, do you guys have an American passport? They were like, no.
Excuse me, beaten, bloodied, and terrified family. Do you have an American passport? No, all they gave us was a MAGA shirt with racial slurs written on the back of it. Alright, it's getting late, and frankly, I'm done listening to your retarded takes. Yeah, if you fucking hate this guy as much as I do, please subscribe. All I do is edit videos all day, so yeah, this is gonna be a regular thing.